Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So don't be surprised if we see a bit of a short-term pullback in gold. And that's what I want to focus on this video here. I'm talking about a short-term pullback, okay? Long-term, we've started a big bull market, I believe that. But short-term, don't be surprised if we see a little bit of profit taking here and a little bit of a pullback. And just explain, and let me explain what I mean here, okay? But before I do, guys, very first link in the description, I'm running a 90% or a 98% off sale of my entire legacy collection. You're going to be absolutely blown away. So click on that very first link in the description. Go over there right now because I'm running it only for a short period of time. And you're going to see how you can get 98% off my entire Master Trader Legacy collection. So check that out. Now, the reason why I say don't be too surprised if we get some sort of a short-term pullback is because we're looking at the GLD here right now, okay? We're looking at the, and let me bring up this weekly chart here. The thing is, as we can see here, right, that this GLD has really had a nice breakout, and it's nicely has had a very, very, very nice breakout to the upside where we are right now. Okay, so we've seen this move. We've seen a nice breakout to the upside through here, and we can see that it's again we've started the nice bull market. Okay, now guys, what I'm talking about here is for you guys that are traders. This information is for traders. If you're an investor and you're buying, holding, you don't care what happens over the next week, or you care what happens over the next 2 to 5 years, this is not for you, okay? Because there is no perfect time. If you were just physical buy and hold, then buy now. But look what's happening here on the daily chart, all right? And as you can see here, that whenever we can see that on this GLD chart, right, we have this massive gap here on this GLD chart. Now, generally speaking, whenever we do get some sort of gaps in the GLD chart itself, we actually, you can see the big gap here, right? We actually do come back and fill it most of the time, right? Like there was a bit of a gap here, came back and filled it. There was a bit of a gap here, came back and filled it. You know, let's go back and see if I can find any more. There's a bit of a gaps here, came back and filled it. There was a gap here, right? Came back and filled it. So what I'm saying here, guys, is that firstly, not only have we actually had a nice move up, so a bit of profit taking would be ideal, or wouldn't be a bad thing right now, because we have actually had a nice move up, and we're still continuing this just slowly. It's more of an increase in rise, right? So we've got this little gap here, but that bear in mind, guys, bear in mind that we do have a lot of support. So I'm not calling for a massive pullback. But gold, this will shock, you know, gold will shock everyone when they start to see something like this happen, right? So we get a bit of a pullback. If I go, that's the weekly chart support level there, right? Look at all that level. So if I bring up that daily chart again, don't be surprised. Well, there you go, right? Don't be surprised if we actually saw a bit of a nice little pullback out of gold, and then we continue rally, right? So, you know, gold's pullback, or this pullback might shock everybody, because if you're trying to get in right now, then there is a very high probability chance that we'll likely get a bit of a pullback, right? But why? Because we've just gone for a nice run. So the question for you guys, like I really don't know, like no one really knows, right? The question for you guys, I want to ask you guys, is that what do you think is going to happen on the short term? Do you see short term we're just probably going to continue up from here and it's going to keep going up? Like, you know, like it's not about being right and wrong here, right? It's just opinions. And you know, or do you think we're going to get a bit of a profit taking here for a short time and then rally up? And so if you know, let me know what you think there. Also, guys, let me know, do you guys hold any good gold stocks? And let me know what gold stocks you own and why you like them. I'd be really interested. So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments below.